ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। नित्यानन्दं नमस्तुभ्यं प्रेमानन्दप्रदायने कलकल्मषनाशाय श्रीजान्वपते नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतस्मै नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम One more time, I didn't heard. Hare Krishna, कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। श्री अद्वैताचार्य प्रभु की जय। Okay. I hope everyone is fasting today. Fasting from grains and staying close to Advaitacharya Prabhu. Shri Krishna has so many incarnations, and there are 6 in varieties: Leela Avatar, Gun Avatars, Manvantar Avatars, Yuga Avatars, Shaktavish Avatars, and Purush Avatars. There are 6, not 6 number of incarnations, but 6 different categories of incarnations. Amongst these, there is one category called Purush Avatars. Purush means potent. So there are when we say Purush Avatars, that means 3 Purushas. One is Mahavishnu. And other name of Mahavishnu is, Karandakshay Vishnu. What is that?
What is it? He emanates the universes. No?
No, repeat the word. Karandakshay Vishnu.
Karandakshay Vishnu.
Yes, Mahavishnu. Is the first Purusha avatar. Then second is
Karpadakshay Vishnu.
Third
Brahma.
Why? Who told you?
Sorry, no. I don't know. Balaram?
When you were saying the right one. Say
Sorry.
Shirodakshay Vishnu.
And then Shirodakshay Vishnu. Then
They all are here to confuse people.
I feel like I was on the right
I'm
track.
asking her why everyone is speaking. I know you're very intellectual, I know.
Class में questions पूछते हैं तो we help this friend, right?
No, it's not helping
I don't
here.
need that.
So Karandakshay, Garbhadakshay, and Shirodakshay. And these 3 Purush avatars is the witness of universes. Their acting as, their role is their Antaryami. Antaryami means their witness of activities. So the first avatar, first Purush avatar is Karandakshay Vishnu, who inhale and exhale, and then what happens?
He emanates the universes through the exhalations.
He emanates the universes with his exhalation, and he inhalates with his
Sweat, his pores.
No.
Oh, he's inhaling. Sorry. What did you ask?
When he breathe in, he destroy all those universes. They go into him.
Oh.
This Purush avatar. Am I right? And he's also known as Mahavishnu. So, Shri Advaitacharya Prabhu is not different from Mahavishnu, and is also not different from Sadashiva. So Mahavishnu and Sadashiva. One thing to be known, the beauty of the pastimes of Mahaprabhu is, he comes with all his associates, and the beauty of it that in the associates of Mahaprabhu, there are many times 2 or 3 altogether. You understand? Because they want to be in the pastimes of Mahaprabhu. For example, Arjun, and there is one gopi called Arjunya Gopi. So Arjun from Krishna, Arjunya Gopi from a gopi of Radharani, and who came as Arjun in Mahaprabhu pastime? Panch in Shri Ramananda Rai, and also is Vishakha Sakhi. So many in one, 4 in 1, 3 in 1. And there are many examples like that. So Mahavishnu and Sadashiv, they both in Shri Advaita Ācārya Prabhu. Means he is Mahavishnu, but is not doing a role of creation as Advaita Ācārya. In this pastime with Mahaprabhu, they are to relish the Sankirtan, to relish the pastimes with Mahaprabhu. Understand? So in this way, when Shri Advaita Ācārya was born, his father Kuber kept his name Kamlaksha. He just mentioned that. Kamlaksha means one who has lotus eye. So all incarnations, including Shri Ram and Shri Krishna, they have lotus eye. Is that the speciality of the Lord? Yes. And not only the eye, but Namo Pankaj Nabhaya, Namo Pankaj Maline, Namo Pankaj Netraya, Namaste Pankaj Angre. Shri Kunti Devi glorifying Krishna by saying, your eyes are like lotus, your navel is like lotus, your hands are lotus, your feet are lotus. Especially eyes of the Lord, the beautiful lotus and big eyes, not small like us. Long eye, go like this. And the people of the eye all can also roll in the back to see what's happening. Side of the glass. So it's a lotus eye. So his father Kuber kept his name Kamlaksha. And because his Mahavishnu and Sadashiv, Prabhu just mentioned that the king, there was a custom, the subjects were coming to the king, the palace of the king, and on the doorstep they have to pay obeisances to the deity of Durga. So Kamlaksha, this boy, when he was along with his father coming to the palace of king, he was not paying obeisances for a reason which nobody knew. And he was being corrected by his father and other people there that you should pay obeisances to Durga. He said, okay, father, tomorrow. Again, next day, he came in front of deity of Durga, but he was not paying obeisances. Then again, father corrected him. He said, definitely tomorrow I'm going to do this. And the next day, when he came, just what to speak of completely bowing down, he just bowed his head a little bit, and the deity of Durga exploded. Because, why? Why explosion? So?
It's not custom for a husband to bow
Yes,
in front of a wife.
she's right. Because the custom, husband can't bow his head down. Yes? This is the custom. You're hearing from so many days, so many customs, which is a little difficult to digest nowadays. Husband can't massage the feet, can't touch the feet of the wife. Husband is not supposed to bow down to his wife. And this is shown by, exemplary, by Supreme Lord. So the deity of Durga exploded because of she can't tolerate this, that my husband is bowing down to me. So the deity exploded and they understood, what is this happening? Why? Because of this boy. But they were not getting no clue why the deity of Durga exploded. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in Chaitanya Charitamrita and Vrindavan Das Thakur in Chaitanya Bhagavat describing these pastimes. So this proves his Sadashiv. Understand? What is the role of Sadashiv and Mahavishnu? To maintain the universes. Mahavishnu is the Antaryami, means all knower of Shamashti universes, means all universes. He knows what's happening in which universe. But then he further expands himself as Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, who enter in each and every, is like a bubble, a shape of an egg universe. Then he's entering as Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, who's witness of what's happening in that particular universe, which is made of 14 planetary system. He further expands in the form of Shirodakshaya Vishnu as four-hand Paramatma in every individual and witness of individual selves. So three Vishnus, and the role of three Vishnus is acting as witness, but not elaborate or many pastimes. Paramatma in the heart is no pastimes. His only role is just witnessing. And Shrutis describe it is just like two birds sitting on a branch of a tree. One bird is eating fruit, another bird is witnessing. So two birds here means soul and super soul, Paramatma and soul. We are doing activities, and Paramatma in the heart is only witnessing those activities, making record of all those activities, but has no pastimes. Therefore, he is known as the opulence of the Lord. There is opulence, but there is no any sweetness. There is no madhurya because there is no any pastimes there. So Mahavishnuji is like this. Now, Shri Advaita Ācārya Prabhu, he came to Shantipur. He made his residence in Shantipur. How many have been Shantipur? Anyone here? Shantipur? No one? Really? How come? If you go Navdeep, then Shantipur is just 1 hour drive. Acha. So he made his residence in Shantipur, where the Shanti means where there is complete peace. This place, Shantipur, is also known as Vaikuntapur. It's not different from Vaikuntha because Mahavishnu reside in Vaikuntha. And Vaikuntha means where there is no Kuntha. No Kuntha means? No misery, no duplicity, no suffering, no death, no anxiety. This is Vaikuntha. And because Mahavishnu means Advaita Ācārya Prabhu is in Shantipur, so the whole environment was so peaceful. When Advaita Ācārya Prabhu was living with his wife, whose name Sita Thakurani, not Sita Devi from Lord Shri Ram, but Sita Thakurani, the wife of Shri Advaita Ācārya Prabhu, once upon a time, a Mahabhagvat, Mahabhagvat, Shri Madhavendra Puripad, he came visiting Shantipur. Shri Advaita Ācārya Prabhu was so happy to receive Shri Madhavendra Puripad, seeing that he's always remembering Krishna, chanting about Krishna, tears flowing from his eyes, remembering, calling out Krishna. He's such a Uttam Bhakta. And seeing those transcendental symptoms in Shri Madhavendra Puripad, Shri Advaita Ācārya Prabhu, he got Diksha, initiation. He asked for Diksha. And he got blessed with Diksha. Advaita Ācārya Prabhu was so blissful. receiving this Diksha from Sri Madhavendra Puripad. Who is Madhavendra Puripad? It says in Chaitanya Charitamrita, only 3 personalities can relish the topmost bhav. Understand? What are these 3 personalities? One is Radharani, second Mahaprabhu, and third is Madhavendra Puripad. No one else can reach to that stage. So it's known as Prem Ankur, the sprout of Prema, Sri Madhavendra Puripad, who's always weeping, Hey Gopal. And because of Sri Madhavendra Puripad, he manifested the deity of Gopal from Govardhan, who was buried, which is now served at Nathdwara. Sri Madhavendra. So Advaita Prabhu got Diksha, and therefore the Gurudev of Sri Mahaprabhu, who is Gurudev of Mahaprabhu? Huh? Shri Ishwar Puripad. So Gurudev of Mahaprabhu, Ishwar Puripad, and Advaita Prabhu, they are now godmothers. That means Mahaprabhu comes in the second generation. You understand? Mahaprabhu comes as second generation. When when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took birth, something happened to Advaita Prabhu. He started dancing and singing out of bliss. And we sing this bhajan, this song, in the appearance of Mahaprabhu in Gaur Purnima at the time of Abhishek. Nadiya Yuday Giri Purna Chandra Gaur Hari Kripa Kari Hailo Uday Pap Tap Hailo Nash Tri Jagate Rulas Jag Bhari Hari Dhvani Ko Sei Kale Nijalai Uthiya Advaita Rai. When Mahaprabhu took birth in Mayapur, Sri Advaita Prabhu, in his abode, he started dancing and singing. Sei Kale Nijalai Uthiya Advaita Rai. And his heart is so blissful, but he's not understanding what is the reason of my happiness. He's not getting to the point why I am so happy. All the direction so blissful, all the rishis, sages, they're feeling so much peace in Kali Yuga, the age of Kali. A transcendental happiness and bliss. Even though in that period, 500 years back, this story goes 40 years back. The status of Kali Yuga was very, very bad. How about now? Is it better? This is worse. But in those days, especially in Bengal, even today, people are very superstitious. And all night they're just worshipping Durga with alcohol and doing animal slaughter to satisfy Kali, Durga. Superstitious that Kali and Durga, they feel satisfied if we slaughter animal and we offer to them. And offering alcohol. Understand? They're offering alcohol. And then arranging wedding of dogs and cats, thinking this is a very auspicious activity. And by doing so, we'll get so much mercy and so much auspiciousness will come to us. And they're spending money. They're spending so much money, crazy, inviting all relatives, friends, and having feasts for marrying dogs and cats. And they're thinking this is dharma. If you're doing this as your fun, that's a different thing. But on the name of dharma and on the name of religion, this is very bad. So Advaita Prabhu, he noticed this and became so upset and angry. And he wasn't able to tolerate this nonsense. So he's roaring loudly, thinking, because he's Mahavishnu, I will take chakra in my hand. I will take chakra in my hand and I will kill all of them. But then he thought, killing is been done in so many incarnations. है ना, as Vara Bhagwan, Narsingh Bhagwan, Ram, Parshuram. But there is no use of killing. I must invoke my Lord to give prema to the jivas now. Enough killing, because this is not going to stop. People are nonsense. They're doing stupid things on the name of religion, dharma. They need to get killed. But then, seeing the situation being so sad, he thought the jivas should get prema. And who can give prema to jivas? Only Krishna can give prema to the jivas. Only Krishna. No? Only Krishna can give, no one else. So Sri Advaita Ācārya Prabhu. So this was my question actually to Srila. I was this morning hearing this reel, Srila Gurudev's on Advaita Ācārya Prabhu. This was my question to Gurudev many years back in Govardhan or Vrindavan somewhere. Mathura, sorry. I came in Gurudev's room and I asked, Gurudev, can you please answer this question? Can Advaita Ācārya Prabhu give Krishna Prem, Manjari Bhav? Gurudev said, what do you think? I said, I don't know exactly what to say. I don't want to minimize his glories by saying he can't give or he can give. I don't know exactly. Gurudev said, okay, go, do your bhajan. I said, please, can I know this? Again, he neglected this. He said, chant and you will realize this soon. I said, Guruji, can you please answer this? Then he said, how Advaita Ācārya Prabhu can give prema? He can make you qualified, a recipient of the mercy, to hold that prema. But actually prema is given by Krishna. Otherwise, why he invoked Krishna to give prema? He could have given by himself, but he wanted to kill everyone else. Everyone, because of their misdeeds. I said, okay, thank you. Only gopis, manjaris, Krishna can give this prema. No one else can give. Mahavishnu cannot give prema. He can give bhakti. So when I say prema, that means the prema of Braj, specifically that. He can give bhakti, he can give blessings to attain that, but the prema which we understand and refer to Krishna prema of Braj means the following the footsteps of Braj Gopis and Radharani. Only Brajvasis can do this. No one else can do this. I said, okay, Guruji, thank you so much. And I paid obeisances to him. Then same thing I heard this morning, Gurudev speaking in this Gaudiya Rasamrit lecture. So, Sri Advaita Ācārya Prabhu, seeing the situation, very sad, I want to invoke my Lord. One day he was taking bath in Ganga, and he, prior to take bath in Ganga, he come across one verse, which says, Tulsi dal matrena jalasya vachulkinva vikriyatma swatmeva bhakteve bhakta janapriya. Meaning?
Bhagwan can appear by offering just Tulsi dal and feast of water. If we offer it with bhakti, then Bhagwan gets sold. Bhagwan sells himself to that devotee.
Anyone can purchase or control Bhagwan. Purchase, sold here means controlling, not sell. Anyone can control Bhagwan by offering Tulasi with Ganga Jal. Sri Advaita Ācārya Prabhu, firm conviction in this verse, and therefore he took this Ganga water and Tulasi and he offered to Shaligram. He offered to Shaligram and he invoked his Prabhu. Who is Prabhu of Mahavishnu? Because Mahavishnu is Purusha Avatar, incarnation. But who is the origin of Purusha Avatar? Krishna. So Advaita Ācārya Prabhu invoked Krishna. He roared loudly in pain, like a lion roaring. And the Singhasan, the seat of Krishna, started shaking. Prabhu, please come and give prema to the jivas. They're very fallen, they're very sinful. This is Kali Yuga. So, other incarnation is not going to work out here, because then you start killing everyone. You won't find any good quality in anyone. Everyone has all bad qualities.
No one will survive.
No one will survive then. Something superior and higher to be given. So, a personality who is very generous should come and give prema. And because of the roaring of Sri Advaita Ācārya Prabhu, this is one of the secondary reason of Mahaprabhu to come descend in Kali Yuga. There are two primary reasons and two secondary reasons of Mahaprabhu to come. Understand? Two primary, secondary. Then secondary, primary, then secondary. Yes. This is Chaitanya Chaitamrita. Primary.
Radhaya Pranay Mahima Ki Dishova.
Radha Pranay Mahima ki Dishova Niva Swadya Yanvad Madarima ki Dishova Madiya. क्या मतलब? छोटा सा meaning.
Krishna wanted to test the love of Radha, what Radharani feels.
Not test. Taste.
Taste.
Baba, test and taste is so much difference.
Exactly, that's right.
Acha.
Well, basically, Krishna comes to test the love of Radharani for him, and he cannot test it in Krishna form. So, he
Yeah,
takes
nutshell.
the-
Okay. Primary, secondary.
Blank. Right.
So, what happiness Radharani gets?
No.
No,
This is primary though. This is all primary.
Primary के तीन है ये.
Primary, secondary. Yeah, what is the beauty?
You're not getting the point. This whole verse
Yeah, that is
is primary reason. So what is primary, secondary?
Sankirtan is secondary.
This is secondary.
Yeah.
Calling out of Advaita Ācārya Prabhu, secondary, primary.
Yeah, secondary.
And propagating Mahamantra is secondary.
Secondary.
Now we left with one only. What is primary, secondary?
The secondary, primary.
No.
No, primary, secondary.
Primary, secondary is Advaita Prabhu.
No, secondary, primary.
Secondary, primary.
We're not
Secondary.
I'm very clear.
We're
No.
still
Nama?
but we're on primary.
We are still on primary.
What's the second primary reason?
Yes.
Advaita Ācārya Prabhu. Secondary, primary.
So the one primary reason is so Krishna can taste his own sweetness.
Yes.
So what's the
So-
second primary reason?
Yeah, that's what he's asking.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm asking.
Asking. Now I'm asking you.
Anarpitam charinchirat karunyavatin kalau samarpitam unnato jarasam swabhakti shriyam. This is. Understand?
Can you translate?
Translation. I have many assistants here.
And that picture, so that beauty of love, it's not only love, beauty of that love was not given for ages. So to give the beauty of that love, Krishna appears as Mahaprabhu. And that picture in Shirat, Karuniyavati Kadamba.
Shri Mahaprabhu, the prema which was not given, not given ever, or is given ages and ages back. Mahaprabhu came to give this prema, which is so rare to attain. Means the Manjari Bhav, this thing. This is primary, secondary. Then invoking Mahaprabhu to come, Krishna to come, by Advaita Ācārya Prabhu, by his roaring, that's secondary, primary. And then secondary is Chari Bhav Diya Nechaimu Tribhuvan. Like spreading, propagating Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Understand? So Advaita Acārya Prabhu is one of the cause of invoking and bringing Shri Krishna here. If Shri Advaita Acārya Prabhu would have not come, the entire world would have been bereft of this most compassionate form of Krishna, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Understand? Even though it's secondary primary, but it's very, very important. Because of him, Krishna appeared. When a pure devotee, just like there's a verse saying, Mat bhakta yatra gayanti tat tishtami narada. What is that verse? Naham vesami vaikunthe. Krishna is saying, I don't reside in Vaikuntha. Nacha yogi hidayam. I don't reside in the heart of the yogis. But wherever my devotees, they sing my glories, I always reside there. Advaita Acārya Prabhu is a pure devotee. Is the associate of Mahaprabhu. Is Sadashiva. Is Mahavishnu. So when he invoked the Lord cannot. Otherwise, many others they invoking and calling on Lord. He is not coming. Why came on the request of Advaita Acārya Prabhu? Because that calling was not ordinary calling. That was very special calling. And not for himself, but for entire universe. So Krishna's Singhasan started shaking, and that made Krishna to appear in this Kali Yuga. Pratham Sandhya, the first session of this Kali Yuga. Shri Mahaprabhu came, where in Mayapur, Nimai Pandit Mahaprabhu took birth, and Advaita Acārya Prabhu started dancing and singing. The news spread it all over. Sachi Mata delivered a beautiful boy named Nimai. But until then, Advaita Acārya Prabhu has no clue that who is this Nimai. But his wife Sita Thakurani, she brought so many ornaments as a gift given to Sachi Mata, the mother of Mahaprabhu, without knowing that Mahaprabhu is Krishna. Understand? So everyone was coming and giving gifts. Advaita Acārya Prabhu thought, let me make my residence very close to the residence of Nimai, Sachi Mata. So therefore, before he was in Shantipur, and later on, if you go Mayapur, you see at Yogpit, means the birth of Mahaprabhu, the place of birth of Mahaprabhu, we see Advaita Bhavan, where Advaita Acārya Prabhu came, staying there. And what devotees do? They chant and they read Bhagavatam. Shri Advaita Acārya Prabhu was very scholarly personality, familiar with all the Shastras, of course his Mahavishnu, and therefore he was reciting Srimad Bhagavatam every day. This shows Srimad Bhagavatam Praman Amlam Yad Vaishnav Nam Priyam. The dear, most scripture of all the Vaishnavas is Srimad Bhagavatam. If anyone Vaishnav and don't believe in Bhagavatam, it's not a Vaishnav. So Vaishnavas, they always embrace the topics, the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. Advaita Acārya Prabhu was not only reading Bhagavatam, but he was also describing Srimad Bhagavatam with beautiful commentaries. The elder brother of Mahaprabhu, what was his name? Vishwarup Prabhu. He was coming every day. बीच में बोलने के लिए बोला. He was coming every day to listen Srimad Bhagavatam, to hear Srimad Bhagavatam from Advaita Acārya Prabhu. So there's a difference. If a Vaishnav describing Bhagavatam, it is always leads us to renunciation, because they are not speaking to enhance one's enjoyment. They are actually destroying that enjoying mood, and that's why many times it's not very appealing, because they are always chastising. Shastra means shashan, one who chastises. chastisement on the enjoying mood. And the purpose, intent of Srimad Bhagavatam is to develop a renunciation. Now, renunciation doesn't mean that one becomes sannyasi. Renunciation means whichever ashram you are, developing renunciation, the mood of renunciation, that this world I've enjoyed a lot now, and I'm tired and understood what is the essence of my life. Just like Mother Devhuti, mother of Shri Kapil Bhagwan, she approached her son Kapil Bhagwan by saying, "Oh my son, I'm tired enjoying my senses. I'm tired with all these enjoyments. Now I want to know what is ultimate truth and what is ultimate bliss." And then Kapil Bhagwan started giving instructions to his own mother Devhuti. So there comes a saturation point when. So by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, a mood of renunciation should come, and it depends on the person who is describing Srimad Bhagavatam. It's not, although Srimad Bhagavatam is full of all knowledge, but that knowledge is there to develop the renunciation in the heart, not external renunciation, but renunciation in the heart, in the mind, in the concepts. Otherwise, we are always ready to enjoy. All the time enjoying. Where is your renunciation? Krishna has given me so much. And if he has given you so much, then what are you going to do with that? Enjoying. Then where is your renunciation? What you have renounced for Krishna? We should ponder on this. What is my renunciation for Krishna? What I have renounced for him? But then don't think, oh, I have renounced cheesecake for Krishna. It's not that only. What is my sacrifice from my concept of enjoyment? We should think about this actually on every birthday, every year. In this year or in my past year, what I have sacrificed for Krishna. And if we think, yes, I did something, it gives satisfaction. Yes, I'm of some use to Krishna, my Lord. He's always supplying me so much. But how I am supplying to him, returning back like a bag, like a return gift. What I'm returning back to Krishna, who is giving me so much. There's no scarcity. Everything is given to me. But what I'm giving in return, that's the important question. Not what he's giving to me, but what I am returning back, that's most important. And this comes with mood of renunciation. Understand? So many directions of renunciation. And more renunciation in the heart for Krishna develops more and more love for him. As you renounce your time, your energy for your children, you don't have to go to a counselor asking, how can I develop love with my kids? Understand? It's not practicing love for the kids. You don't have to go to a counselor asking, how can I develop love with my kids? It is just there. Natural, spontaneous, because you're sacrificing your time, you're sacrificing your energy, you're giving so much to them, so love automatically develops. The same formula applies with Krishna. You sacrifice your time, sacrifice your energy, sacrifice your enjoyment. No need to even ask. It is already there. The love is already there. So, this was a kind of explanation of Advaita Ācārya Prabhu on Srimad Bhagavatam. And by hearing those discourses by him, the elder brother of Mahaprabhu, Vishnu Prabhu, he decided, I want to become a sannyasi now. I don't want to enter in this grast ashram, this household. There's so much problem. It's just troublesome. Hana? Yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, devotees. दलदल को क्या बोलते हैं?
No, not quicksand.
Swamp?
Quicksand जैसे ही है.
Swamp, no?
Yeah.
थोड़ा इंग्लिश तो मेरे को भी आता है.
Swamp is a wetland with lots of water, but it's sort of quicksand actually.
Okay, quicksand. You understand quicksand? More you try to get out,
Get out.
and more you're going to
Stuck there.
Deeper down.
deeper down there. This is how. This is not for devotee grastas. Okay, this is for karmi grastas. They are in the quicksand, not devotees. And therefore, the different term for them is gramadis. They only know how to enjoy the senses, nothing else. Gramadis. Never heard? Oh, so when Prahlad Maharaj is saying, when Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlad Maharaj, what have you learned until now? And Prahlad Maharaj said, Tat sadhu manne asur varadehinam sada samugdadiyam asad grihat hit atpatam griyandakupam vanam gatam yad harim ashre. Didi?
This family life is a well, a very deep, dark well. that you
Dark
can't
well.
get out. And it's because it's deep, you can't get out. It's very difficult to survive, and it's also very difficult to get out. So we have to
Best
admit
is
that.
to go in the inside.
Tat sadhu manne asur
By the
varadehinam
association of a Vaishnava, then you can.
vanam gatim yad harim ashret. This is dark well, and it's difficult to come out. So what one is supposed to do? Worship Hari. Keeping the renounced mood. With enjoying mood, you can't worship Hari. Understand? This is very important points I'm telling you. You can only worship Hari with renunciation mood, because he loves renunciation. So this was Prahlad Maharaj's instruction, not instruction, but answer to his father, demon Hiranyakashipu. That statement of Prahlad Maharaj is not for devotee grastas, dark well, but this is for those who are misusing the facility of grastashram, the grey madis. The term for them is grey madis, not grastas. Grasta means like you all, we all. Devotees, staying together, husband, wife, children, but center of your life is Krishna. Coming together, doing satsang, association, chanting every day, mantras, following Ekadashi, etc. Worshipping Gopal, Radha Krishna, Gaur Nitai at home, reading Bhagavatam, hosting sadhus, serving, hearing Harikatha. This is Grasashram. But that cursing word of Prahlad Maharaj is for Griham-medis. That is known as dark well. So Shri Vishwuru Prabhu, hearing this from Advaita Ācārya Prabhu, renounced. He becomes sannyasi. I don't want to become involved in Grasta ashram like 4 Kumaras also. When Brahmaji created 4 Kumaras and instructed, my sons, enter in Grasta ashram. 4 Kumaras said, Pitaji, no, we don't want this. It's too much troubles. We are happy as a sannyasis. Father of Dhruv Maharaj, Utanpad, his brother, Priyavrat. Understand? Swambhu Manu wants to make Priyavrat Maharaj his descendant to rule over the whole universe. But he said, no, Pitaji. I don't want to enter in this Grasta ashram. This is khatpat, khatpat, khatpat. There's too much khatpat, khatpat. I want to become renounced. There are many examples of great kings who don't want to enter in this ashram. Anyway, there are many details. I'm not going to that. So Vishwuru Prabhu took sannyas and started going to many places of pilgrimage. And when he came to Pandharpur, in Maharashtra, the middle of India, he entered the body of Shri Vithalnath. I mean, he met Shri Nityananda Prabhu there also. Nityananda Prabhu also wandering all the places of pilgrimage. It happened so he came to Pandharpur and he met Vishwuru Prabhu there. Vishnu Prabhu. Anyway, so Vishnu Prabhu took sannyas. Sachi Mata was not happy. And therefore one time Sachi Mata said to Advaita Ācārya Prabhu, why your name is Advaita? Your name is supposed to be Dvaita. Advaita means one who is non-envious. But you are envious to me. Why you spoke Srimad Bhagavatam full of renunciation that my son has left me? So you are envious to my family. You are envious towards me. She just said out of motherly affection for her son, but not actually to disobey or offend Advaita Ācārya Prabhu. Just like a motherly affection. But Mahaprabhu took this so seriously. And that day Mahaprabhu decided, I'm going to hold on these words of my mother, offending my dear Advaita. Mahaprabhu was keeping in his heart but not reacting or revealing to anyone. It was just in his heart for future reference. But Advaita Ācārya Prabhu, sorry, I'm missing something in. When Vishnu Prabhu was coming and hearing Bhagavatam from Advaita Ācārya Prabhu, then sometimes Sachi Mata was sending Nimai. Nimai, call your elder brother. He must be hungry by now. How long he's going to hear Bhagavatam from Advaita? So Nimai, naked, no clothes. A young boy is coming to call out, oh brother Vishnu, Sachi Mata is calling you. And Advaita Ācārya Prabhu, seeing this beautiful boy, especially his words so sweet, was captivating his heart, his mind. And in this way, Nimai running back to his home, but Advaita Ācārya Prabhu can't sleep. Who is this boy? Who's this boy? Because he's not ordinary person. Advaita Ācārya Prabhu full of knowledge. It's not easy to attract anyone like this. But he was getting dragged with this attraction of Nimai. So he was not able to understand who Nimai is. So this was a missing point I skipped there. So Mahaprabhu was keeping this grudges in his heart to be revealed in future. He didn't react on this. And in this way, when Nimai was Mahaprabhu Nimai grew up, started doing naughty activities, as we heard yesterday. He became a center of attraction for the Advaita Ācārya Prabhu. And therefore, they were performing Sankirtan together. Sankirtan together. There was a time when Mahaprabhu became teenager. With all his devotees, he was dancing on the streets of Nadia, means Mayapur and Navdeep. Udilo Aruna Purava Bhage, Dujamani Gaura Amani Jagi, Bhakata Samuha Layo Sathe, Gela Nagar Braji, Tathai Bajulo Khol, Ghana Jahan Tadir Rol, Preme Dala Sona Ranga, Sona Ranupura Bhaji. Mahaprabhu wearing ankle bells made of gold, with all his devotees performing Sankirtan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Finish. I'm not still. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Okay. Later. So they were singing and dancing. फिर क्या?
Mahaprabhu was thinking about mother.
Huh. So then one day Mahaprabhu, sitting on a throne in the house of Shivas Pandit, in his bhava vesh, means he's absorbed in his own form, that I'm Krishna. And my purpose is to come here, descend here to give prema to everyone. So he announced, today I'm going to give prema to everyone. Whoever wants, come in front of me. all devotees coming in front of Mahaprabhu, they're getting prema. Then came one devotee of Mahaprabhu, Mukunda. Mahaprabhu said, Mukunda, he will not get prema at all. He will not get. And Mukunda became so sad. What wrong? Why not me? Mahaprabhu said, "Ei beta khad jatiya." Means, Mukunda, you have no one stand. When you go to Mayavadis, you start glorifying Mayavadis. When you go to Brahmavadis, you start glorifying Brahmavadis. When you are in devotees, you start glorifying Bhakti. You have not one fixed stand. Therefore, because you are not fixed, one-pointed, no prema for you. Devotees, they beg to Mahaprabhu, don't do this. Mukunda is so dear to you. He sing, he dance. So much speciality, so many good qualities in him. Mahaprabhu said, okay, if you all asking for this, I'll give Mukunda prema, but after 1,000,000 of lifetimes. And hearing this, Mukunda start dancing. Yay! Yes! 1,000,000 of lifetimes. And to a surprised devotee, say, what? You dancing, hearing 1,000,000 of lifetime? He said, yes, because Mahaprabhu stamped is going to happen.
At least after 1,000,000 times.
At least after 1,000,000 of times, but it is fixed, it's certain, it's going to happen. I'm happy and joy with that. And our Ācārya described the 1,000,000 of lifetimes passed like a snap of finger. And Mukunda immediately got this prema. Then came Sachi Mata, and Mahaprabhu is in Avesh, absorption. Sachi Mata will not get prema. Mahaprabhu angrily said this because he was holding on that from childhood and waiting for this time. Why Sachi Mata will not get? Devotees were surprised. He said, because she offended my Advaita. And that happened when he was child. But it is hard. He always keeping everything and revealing according to time. My mother Sachi will not get prema because she offended my Advaita. So this shows clearly how Advaita Ācārya is so dear and close to Mahaprabhu. So dear. She can only get prema when she get the dust from the feet of Advaita. Mahaprabhu announced this. And devotees, they came to Advaita Ācārya Prabhu and told the whole story. He said, Sachi Mata, the mother of the universe, she going to touch my feet? I can't even hear this. It's so offensive even to hear this. Rather, I want to take the dust from her feet. But that's the only remedy. Devotees started Sankirtan. And Advaita Ācārya Prabhu got absorbed in that Sankirtan. He started dancing and then rolling on the ground and fall on the ground unconscious. And seeking this opportunity, Sachi Mata, she took the dust from the lotus feet of Advaita on her head. And then Mahaprabhu gave prema to his own mother. So no partiality. No partiality that, oh, my mother, then she can do whatever she wants. No. Mahaprabhu is very calculative. It seems like Krishna is very, very possessive and very calculative, and Mahaprabhu is very easygoing. Oh, no, sir. This is again a big topic. I can give you 4 or 5 references where we can see Mahaprabhu is also very, very concerned and very calculative. But he's easygoing that he very easy to please. He's easygoing in that sense. But Krishna always holds those grudges. It's very difficult to please him. But Mahaprabhu is very easy to please. So finally, Sachi Mata, he's not like partial to his mother. Equal for everyone. This is one of the pastime of Advaita Ācārya Prabhu, showing that how he's so dear to Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu always worshipping Advaita Ācārya Prabhu. Why worshipping him? Because of Diksha. Advaita Ācārya Prabhu is godmother of his Gurudev, Ishwar Puripad. Understand the context? So Mahaprabhu always giving regard and respect to Advaita Ācārya Prabhu. But Advaita Ācārya Prabhu didn't like this idea. Because his incarnation of Mahaprabhu, he wants to get chastisement from Mahaprabhu. So he's thinking, what should I do to make him angry? You know, like to make me angry is very easy. Start disturbing class. Immediately, in 1 second. But it's not easy to make Mahaprabhu angry. And Advaita Ācārya was thinking, what should I do? Shri Advaita is thinking, what should I do to make Mahaprabhu angry? Then he realized, Mahaprabhu get angry when he don't like Mayavad. He don't like Mayavad at all. This is like, the Lord himself says, it's like Mayavadis, they're cutting my piece, chopping my body into pieces when they speak about Mayavad. When they say, Lord have no form. I'm so beautiful, and they're saying they have no form. The Lord have no attributes, and is full of all good qualities. He don't like that idea. So Advaita Ācārya Prabhu, he started preaching Mayavad. And devotees came running to Mahaprabhu, said, what Advaita is doing? He's preaching Mayavad. Mahaprabhu raged in anger. He just came there and started punching. Took his beard and started punching him. Boom, 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 boom. And Advaita Ācārya Prabhu was so happy. Wow, thank you so much. I want more, I want more. This is what I wanted. But then his wife came. He said, this old man going to die. Please don't beat him. This is enough. But Mahaprabhu, Advaita Ācārya Prabhu was so happy to receive this chastisement. Now this is another topic to elaborate on. That in the realm of bhakti, chastisement means closeness. And the word of praise means neglecting and ignoring. You know, chastisement. Anyway, this is another direction, another class for this. Now coming to the other pastime. One time Advaita Ācārya was thinking, I want to invite just Mahaprabhu at my home. Because whenever I invite him, he always comes with all his associates. I only want him to come. So, I don't know how it's going to be possible. I want to serve him personally with my hands. So all devotees were ready to go with Mahaprabhu to the house of Advaita Ācārya. But then a big storm, hurricane came. All stayed back home. But Mahaprabhu is singing and dancing. He came at the house of Advaita Ācārya Prabhu, along with Shri Nityananda Prabhu. And Advaita Ācārya was so happy. Yes, Krishna has heard my prayers. Now I can serve both of them nicely. And when Advaita Ācārya was serving prasadam, a loving quarrel happened between Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Ācārya Prabhu. Loving quarrel. You know what kind? Advaita Ācārya Prabhu put handful of prasadam on the plate of Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu is eating, and while eating, he's taking the prasadam and throwing on the body of Advaita. What is this nonsense? Huh? What do you think I am? This handful prasad? You can't feed me this much? I'm so hungry, I'm starving. And he's throwing the remnant on Nityananda Prabhu. Advaita Prabhu. And Advaita Prabhu, what he's doing? No, he's taking this prasad and he's rubbing all over his body. He say, you Avadut, you crazy, you mad person, saying externally like a loving cursing Nityananda Prabhu, but he's so happy and satisfied that I'm getting remnants of Shri Nityananda Prabhu. Because Nityananda Prabhu is the origin of all Purush avatars. They all manifest from Sankarshan. And Sankarshan manifests from Shri Baldev Prabhu. Understand? So actually, Advaita Ācārya means Mahavishnu appeared from Shri Baldev Prabhu. He was so happy and satisfied to smear the remnants on his body, but externally, he's just saying, you are a crazy sannyasi, you are a mad person. Huh? Vijay Paramahansa. What kind of Paramahansa you are? And Nityananda Prabhu saying, you don't know how to host. You're not a good host. Only little bit handful of rice. This is nothing. And Mahaprabhu is enjoying their quarrel. Enjoying their quarrel. How Nityananda Prabhu, indirectly both they are praising each other. But looks like they're fighting with each other. Understand this dealing? Indirectly they are praising, because he's smearing the remnants on his body and calling Nityam Prabhu as Avdut. You are Avdut. This is a title given to given to a very high class Paramahansa. Avdut, you are crazy.
Fully renounced.
Fully renounced means you are totally maddened in Krishna Prem. Advaita Ācārya Prabhu is addressing like this. So his heart, his desire got fulfilled. And the point came of hosting Shraddh ceremony. So Western world is not aware of this. But once a year, from the Vedic system perspective, the householder, they're supposed to offer oblations to their forefathers. So they invite Brahmins and they invite devotees at home, cook nice feast, offer to deities and offer to the Vaishnavas to satisfy Krishna for their departed forefathers. Ancestors, yes. Ancestors. So this is a tradition. In India, everyone follows this tradition. And there's a logic behind this because there is a abode of forefathers. It's called Pitraloka. Pitraloka. Another abode where all ancestors are staying. They're living there. So, kya bole? Very long story. So, the descendants, they offer prasadam to Vaishnavas, please Krishna to deliver their pitras, the ancestors from that Pitraloka. And 1 year of planet Earth is equal to 1 day of Pitraloka. And that's why every year, Grasthas, they perform Shraddh ceremony, and every day the ancestors get food in Pitraloka. Mahaprabhu did this for his father, Shri Jagannath Mishra, because Mahaprabhu was in a Grastha ashram. Huh?
She's asking something. Gaya mein hota hai.
Yeah. No, we can do anywhere. Mahaprabhu did in Gaya, but we can do at home also. Then Shri Advaita Ācārya Prabhu also, he wanted to do, he was doing this and he invited so many Brahmins. And he also invited Shri Haridas Thakur there. Now in that system is, the first plate should be given to the senior most personality. And they were very high class Brahmins who were there. So Advaita Ācārya Prabhu, he offered that first plate to Haridas Thakur. Seeing this, all Brahmins became so upset. They started cursing Advaita Ācārya Prabhu. You have no etiquette? What is this? He is born Shudra. He is in a Muslim family. We are high class Brahmins. The first plate is given to him means you're giving us his remnants. They were very angry and upset. And Haridas Thakur keeping very menial, like humble mood, and he's saying, "Oh Advaita Ācārya, what are you doing? I'm a low born. I'm Malecha. I'm born in Muslim family. I have no pious deeds in my life. My life is so sinful. They're high class Brahmins. You should give this first plate to them. I will eat later on." But he said, Advaita Ācārya Prabhu said no. He's establishing the Vaishnava principle. He's establishing the principle from Srimad Bhagavatam perspective, from all scriptures, that one who chants the name of Lord, one who is worshipping the Lord is superior, no matter which varna or which ashram one belongs to. Male body, female body, grastha ashram, sannyas ashram, doesn't matter. Jai bhajo se bado abhaktahin jhar, Krishna bhakti nahi jati kul adi vichar. Kya matlab?
Whoever does the bhajan, he is...
Whoever does the serious bhajan and worship more, he is superior. Even a grastha is superior. Even though from system, sannyas ashram is superior than all other ashrams. But some grasthas, they worship, means they chant or they surrender more than sannyasis. And in that case, grasthas are superior than sannyasi. So it's not about just which ashram is Shrestha, is about superior, is about who is more surrender and worshipping Krishna the most. That's the only barometer to check. There is no other meter. Understand? So Advaita Ācārya Prabhu, he rejected all Brahmins, because Shri Haridas Thakur is chanting 300,000 names every single day, which takes 22 hours. Every single day from all his life. All his life. So Brahmins became so upset and they left. This is very bad if Brahmins leave your home. But Advaita Ācārya Prabhu, with one point, that by serving Shri Haridas Thakur, I have served thousands of Brahmins. If all this, so it is very bad if Brahmins leave home like this, in a upset mood, disappointed mood. So Advaita Ācārya Prabhu is very conscious about this. He could have stopped, but thinking they are offending Shri Haridas Thakur, so better than they leave. They are offending Shri Haridas Thakur, considering him as impure and contaminated and malicious. But they don't understand the gravity of bhajan of Shri Haridas Thakur. On the point of bhajan, the gravity of bhajan, he rejected all the Brahmins. It's not a simple already dealing, oh, I reject you, I reject you. It's not like that. Who's rejecting? One who is totally established in that principle. To manifest a higher principle. And the higher principle is counting on the part of bhajan only, nothing else. Not a ashram there, bhajan, very superior. Therefore, what Mother Devahuti said, Aho but shopachato grihan ya jivagre vartate nam tubhyam. Even a dog eater, not a chicken, a dog eater considered to be a chandala, very bad. Even a dog eater who has given up all these bad practices and the names of Krishna on his tongue can become on the level of a Brahmin. It's not ordinary statement. Aho but shapachato grihan ya jivagre vartate nam tubhyam. When Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, he initiated so many white people, and they all came to India, and their previous life was totally horrible, eating all kind of meat, drugs, everything. But then they gave up all bad habits, started chanting Hare Krishna, following Ekadashi, putting on tilak, following all good moral conduct of everything. When they came to India, there was so much opposition from the Brahmins, from the devotees of Vrindavan and all. How can you eat from their hands? What are you doing? What is this? What is that? But then Srila Prabhupada gave this evidence from Srimad Bhagavatam. Aho but shapachato grihan ya jivagre vartate nam tubhyam. One who has started chanting the names of Hari, Krishna, all his past misdeeds comes to cross. And he or she is now on the level of a Brahmin, means devotee. Devotees are superior than Brahmins. If Brahmin is doing worship nicely, nothing is like that. That's the best thing. But even a Shudra, regardless, any caste, creed, color, but worshipping Krishna is superior. Shri Advaita Ācārya Prabhu, he established this principle. Aur koi leela hai? Let us give any other pastime. These are a couple of pastimes where he is establishing the higher principles, and also there are many others like Advaita Ācārya Prabhu with Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri having water splashing pastimes at Narendra Sarovar, splashing pastimes. And then once Mahaprabhu, Shri Advaita Ācārya Prabhu, he wrote one riddle. How can I bele chow? Chow something, I'm forgetting that verse. That means all rice in the marketplace has been sold. They are not anymore purchasers. Everything has been sold. So this was a hint to Mahaprabhu that now prem has been given, now it's time for you to depart. Because this is a rule, a etiquette. You invite someone and then you have to give farewell to someone. So who invited Mahaprabhu? Advaita Ācārya Prabhu. And now he also have to give a farewell. Not that, oh now, whatever, you just go. So he gave a farewell to Mahaprabhu. Now rice has been sold in the marketplace, there are no more purchaser. Means everything has been done. Now is the time for you to leave whenever you want to leave. Mahaprabhu heard this and he, after living in this universe for 48 years, then he went back to Shvetadip, his abode. Today on this Advaita Ācārya Saptami, we all pray to Shri Advaita Ācārya Prabhu. Daya karo Sitapati, Shri Advaita Gosai, Tava Kripa Bale Pai, Chaitanya. Only with your mercy we can come across Shri Nityam Prabhu and Shri Mahaprabhu. This is foundation. If we skip this foundation, we can't get along with Nityam Prabhu. So today is Sunday, fasting day. Then Friday is appearance of Nityanand Prabhu. Again fasting day. Yes?
Ekadashi in between, Wednesday.
So Wednesday Ekadashi. And after Nityam Prabhu, then comes to appearance of Mahavadanyaya. Yes.
You mentioned a few days ago that Krishna can't give his own frame. So when Advaita Ācārya is asking for Krishna to come,